If I was a writer for IGN, I'd describe a Monster Hunter as the Dark Souls before Dark Souls. But I'm not an IGN writer, I'm a fat guy with a YouTube channel and way too many opinions. And today I want to give you my opinions on the Monster Hunter Wilds open beta. To sum up the Monster Hunter series in a nutshell, the players take the role of an anime DNR agent, except instead of being a huge loser, they kill giant monsters. Before we get too deep into this, there is a lot to go over, and I'm going to miss a lot of it. So if you came here expecting a comprehensive rundown of Monster Hunter Wilds, you've come to the wrong place. I know what you're thinking, don't click off this video just yet, I promise I make good content. I got about 10 hours of playtime in this open beta. Of course I would have loved to have more, but I'm a busy man doing busy things. Like being abused by my girlfriend.
It's 4 p.m. Spread 'em.
So tasty!
Or playing with cats. Do something. Come on. Do something cute. Either way, during my time with the beta, I found myself trying a variety of activities. Activities like making a sexier version of myself. Destroying monsters.
No, they had no chance against me and my flying death.
I didn't think it would work, to be honest with you.
Partying up with the boys.
Oh, I took off his tail. I've done my job as a longsword main. I can now leave.
About 20 minutes later.
Hey. Art takes time.
Failing to party up with the boys.
Yeah, it said that it was unable to join.
Let me try again.
Steam, why are you like this?
Alright, I sent you another invite.
Yeah, right? All I'm saying is I get the invite and I do, it automatically started running towards the Alpha Shogun. So maybe, I don't know.
Exploring the massive desert. Cooking delicious food.
You guys deal with him. I'm gonna cook some food.
My brother in Christ.
Oh! I guess I activated the... Oh no!
And last but not least, getting destroyed by monsters.
Oh, it's on me, it's on me, it's on me! Ow.
In the introduction sequence, the hunter is tasked with finding a village in a previously thought to be uninhabited region of the world, because they found some random kid. This is also where we meet Alma, this game's waifu.
Stop it. Get some help.
She'll be taking the role of the handler. The handler alone is a vast improvement from the previous titles. Did you know that the handler in Monster Hunter World was canonically useful and also assisted the hunter on multiple occasions? Well, neither did I. That's because the Monster Hunter series has always struggled with show not tell in the depictions of anything but monsters in combat. So it can be excused that you don't actually realize the handler is actually a very important character. That's because they really never emphasize her being anything but useless and annoying. The handler actually follows the hunter around whilst providing insights and occasionally will grab resources. Having her physically there is not really that big of a deal, but it actually is, because she actually feels like a real partner, even if she doesn't actually fight. This hunter and handler duo kinda has a brains versus brawn trope going on here. Now, I'm not saying the hunter is stupid, but it's more of a case between street smarts and book smarts. Alma and the kid weren't the only characters that were introduced at the beginning of this game. We also got a bunch of other people whose name I completely forgot. Let's be clear, I will be pleasantly surprised if all of these characters don't immediately fade into the background, because Monster Hunter as a series understands how to write a supporting cast like a newborn understands object permanence. It doesn't. There are 14 weapon types in Monster Hunter. As with most games in the Monster Hunter series, most, if not all of these weapons have been tweaked or completely reworked. Like the Greatsword, I can actually use it now, or the Insect Glaive, which sucks now. Not that I would know, I'm only going off of what my friends said about it. There's also the Focus mode, which I can't talk about too much since I didn't really use it to its fullest potential. What I can say is it allows for more precise attacks, it highlights weak points, and it allows for a focus strike, which usually instantly breaks off a part of a monster when activated. In my opinion, the biggest change from the previous games by far is the primary and secondary weapon system. That's right, players can now pack 2 weapons on a hunt. Just call over your boy, hop on, and switch to something else. The potential is limitless. Now, I just mentioned your boy. All players gets one of these, a Sacred, or Secret, I don't know how to pronounce it, I forgot. They're your mount. These are a pretty big upgrade from the Palamute that came from the Monster Hunter game that you never played. One of their biggest features that I like is they allow for an auto travel to a target monster or a waypoint the player drops. They are most definitely a welcome addition to this game, as the environments are easily bigger than everything we've seen before. There were 4.5 monsters available in this demo. First up, you got this big toad. Next, you have whatever the hell this thing is. Then you got a bigger version of whatever the hell this thing is. Then you got a sandworm. And finally, you got the Electro Dragon. The first 3.5 large monsters were pretty easy. The Electro Dragon was easily the hardest monster the demo had to offer. I only managed to beat him once, but I also only had time to challenge it twice. I would have loved to go at it again with a different weapon set, but eh. Also, I can't find anywhere else to put this, but another thing I really loved about Wilds was that it added a day-night cycle and a weather system. Whilst I generally enjoyed my time with the beta, it by no means was perfect. The most noticeable frame rate drops occur in the hub world, because you have like 100 randos in the lobby. My connection to the game wasn't great either. I spent a half an hour being unable to log in because the game just didn't feel like letting me in. The UI also hasn't really improved at all since Monster Hunter World. In fact, it may have gotten worse. And finally, the way the lobby system and party system interact is a bit much for my personal taste. Many of these things are liable to change for the full release, but I wouldn't be doing my duty as a based game reviewer if I didn't at least mention them. I was honestly really impressed with how the Monster Hunter Open Beta performed and how enjoyable it was. In fact, I messaged Capcom and asked them to extend it for 1 day for me, and well, the message I got was right here. And it is Jisatsu Shiro America no Kuzu, which Google translates into Kill Yourself, American Scum. Day 1 purchase, baby!